Los Angeles Kings. Now, for me, this was the team that I feel the Sharks played to their best games against as a whole. Mind, it was great. Defense, offense, all of it was a whole. But let's have a look back on the LA Kings' time in the West Division. Now, what's quite interesting with the LA Kings is how out of the three Californian teams, they were the ones that had actually had the best shot to get California hockey back in the postseason. I mean, even at various points of the year, had were spotted in the top four spot for some time, and their season had brought some bright spots. Or disappointments. The sort of the first three quarter season, the Kings they were primed. They were actually in very serious contention. It was quite a bit of a shock. I mean, for a Shark, we were going through a rebuild. Anaheim, no one really thought about. So it was a bit of a shock to see the Kings. They actually were at one point in a contention, and the Blues were sort of in that outside fifth spot looking in. And they played well as a group, and everything seemed to be clicking for the Kings, like they would turn a corner. And it looked like they were going to claim that last spot. Because obviously going into the season, everyone said it would be Blues, Golden Knights, Avalanche, and Wild. Well, at various points, it did look like that was going to be the way. And they had kept playing well the Kings, they might have done it. But the closer to the trade deadline they got, that is when the more something seemed off, and they were not playing as well the Chris hockey that they were, because Jeff Carr got traded, and that seemed to sort of put the dampener on the Kings, as they did not play well that stretch and missed out on that last spot. And during different points of the year, the Kings, they saw action from some of their young guns, like forwards Quinton Byfield, Rasmus Corpore, Drake Ramersher, Arthur Clayville, one more, Austin Strand. They all made their debuts, and it gave the Kings a look into the future and what they could have in the fold. But while some played only one game, others saw as many as 6. Kapari, he were the only ones to score their first actual goals, and it does look bright for those two. But the Kings, I think, for them this year, it was not about wins and losses, it's about seeing what they have in their prospects. In the next 45 days, the team may look dramatically, as we see different. We see, obviously, free agency, drafts. Well, I just like the Kings maybe not going to blockbuster trades or moves to be made, either cap space available, more debt moves will likely be made by their general manager. Yes, like I say, so in terms of how they did against Sharks, I feel like we definitely got the better of them. I mean, I think the Kings only had maybe 1 or 2 wins over us. They definitely had 1. I can't remember if they got another one or not. But this was a series where the Sharks as a whole, dominated really great with some really great hockey as a team. Like I say, Martin Jones had to make some stays. He had to face at least a couple of games, at least 40 shots. He did brilliant there. And the team overall just looked brilliantly when they played the Kings. And it was just like, if we could have had, 7 teams that were similar to LA, that might have been a lot different. But it was still great to have at least one team under the belt that you knew they were the best of, because you knew in this division setup there's going to be one team where you look and just go, yeah, I've not got this. So it was kind of nice when we played the Kings. They weren't all royal wins, and there was that one big massive loss. I think we did really, really great against the LA Kings. I think they were the best team we played against all season.